This woman was the client behind the commission. Every single day, she had to receive hundreds of men, and the resentment buried inside her was unimaginable. She pushed herself to the brink for only one reason. She had married a complete piece of trash. Her husband was hopelessly addicted to gambling. Not only did he collude with the Amakia gambling house and drain her family of every last asset, he even sold her to a brothel, turning her into nothing more than a tool to pay off his debts. It wasn't until the very end that she finally realized the truth. From the very beginning, her husband had been working hand in hand with the owner of the Amakia house. Together, they destroyed her entire life. To take revenge on that scumbag, she converted every cent she earned into a single block of gold. On her deathbed, she asked Rezo to help her fulfill her final wish. Meanwhile, completely unaware of what was coming, the scumbag was still out drinking and indulging himself. Suddenly, the door was thrown open. When he turned around, he was startled out of his wits. Before he could even process what was happening, the owner told him someone was trying to kill him, and that if he wanted to live, he needed to get out immediately. The scumbag didn't take it seriously, but his bodyguard didn't waste words. He grabbed the man by the collar and dragged him out by force. The two boarded a small boat, planning to escape the city under cover of night. At the same time, Rezo began the hunt. He took out a bow that had been passed down through generations, removed his glasses, and pulled a specially made arrow from his quiver. With one step, he crushed the beam beneath his foot. He drew the bow, locking his gaze onto the distant target. As his clothes burst apart, his power reached its peak. The scumbag was still complaining, convinced there was no real danger. Moments later, both men were violently thrown into the river. The bodyguard didn't even have time to react. Before he was killed instantly, the scumbag surfaced, panicking, and swam desperately toward the shore. Just as he thought he was finally safe, another member of the organization appeared. Steel spikes extended from beneath the man's feet. With a thunderous roar aimed at the water's surface, he charged forward and killed with a single strike. The entire sequence was flawless and fluid. Before the scumbag could even comprehend what happened, his body was already torn apart. Under the moonlight, his remains drifted on the water. The man came to an abrupt halt, because there was still another target left, the casino owner. Clearly, he was the true mastermind behind everything. A young girl had already been waiting at the entrance. Blinded by lust, the owner only cared about getting close to her, unaware that death was steadily approaching. The white-haired man kissed a golden handkerchief and pressed it gently against the owner's face. The curse took effect instantly. The man barely had time to cry for help. After a few weak struggles, his body went completely still. The white-haired man then removed his outer garment, revealing a tattoo of the Virgin Mary on his back. He was there to grant absolution to those weighed down by unforgivable sins.